What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we'll be doing the following problem that you see here. So this problem, it contains the division and the multiplication of the complex numbers in a rectangular form. So before I start solving this problem, how about you pause this video, try to solve this problem, and let's see if your answer is going to be the same as the one that I'm going to get at the end of this video. So before I start solving this though, I just like to say thank you very much guys for watching, subscribing to the channel, commenting, and not forgetting those who share and like the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that whenever I upload a new video you will be notified. Just in case you don't know, I've already made multiple and many videos on previous question papers and also on some of the problems concerning complex numbers and other topics. Alright guys, so let's start solving this problem here. As you can see, we are given three complex numbers here. We have Z1, we have Z2, and we also have Z3. So this one, they just want us to simplify them. So they want us to find our answer in a rectangular form. So the first thing that we must do here is to write this format here. Alright, so let's do it. So we're gonna say Z1, which is gonna be 5 plus 3i, right, multiplied by Z3, which is gonna be negative 3 plus 4i, right. All this is divided by Z2. So what is our Z2? It's 2 minus I. So when it's like this, it's actually the same as the question there. So the next step is to look at our numerator. As you can see, we have two complex numbers that are multiplying each other, so it's time for us to apply FOIL here. So we're going to say 5 multiplied by negative 3. This is going to give us negative 15. And then we say 5 multiplied by 4i, that is going to give us 20i, right. And then we say 3i multiplied by negative 3, that is going to give us 9, in fact negative 9i, right. And then we say 3i multiplied by 4i, that is going to give us positive 12i squared. All this again is divided by 2 minus I. There we go. So from here guys, we look for the like terms in our numerator. So as you can see, we have positive 20i and negative 9i. As you can see, they will subtract each other. So let's do it. So the real number here, which is negative 15, we write it as it is, and then we look at our imaginary numbers here. So what is 20i minus 9i? This is going to give us plus 11i, right, and then plus 12. Now look at this I squared. We need to change this I squared, guys. Just in case you didn't know, I squared is actually equal to negative 1. I've made a video talking about this in a video where I introduce imaginary numbers. You can go to the description and watch that video so that you can understand how this came about. Also, that video will pop up on your top right there. Alright, so instead of writing I squared, we can write negative 1, right, and then we divide them. As you can see, the numerator we simplify, but the denominator we keep it like that at the moment. So from here, we still gonna have like terms again. Now this time the like terms gonna be real numbers. We have negative 15, and then this 12, if you multiply by this negative 1, it's going to become negative 12. So negative 12 minus negative 15, that will give you negative 27. So those are actually like terms. So negative 27. And then we're going to be left with plus 11i. So this is our numerator. Now our denominator is still 2 minus I. So when it's like this, guys, it's time for us now to get rid of this denominator. So it's a matter of doing the division part of this complex number. So the multiplication part is the one that we've been dealing with here. Now is the division part. So guys, in order for us to simplify this one, we need to multiply by 1, which is made out of the conjugate of this denominator here. So this is what I mean. What is the conjugate of this denominator here? It's gonna be 2 plus I divided by 2 plus I. When you look at this is 1. At the same time, these are conjugates of this denominator. By the way, just in case you don't understand the conjugate, I made a video explaining a little bit on conjugates, so you can go to the description, watch that video, and also it will pop up on the top right there. Right, so let's continue. So we do the multiplication. So we're gonna say 2 multiplied by negative 27, that is gonna give us negative 54. And then we say 2 multiplied by 11i, that is gonna give us positive 22i. Right, and then we say I multiplied by negative 27, that is gonna give us 27i. And then we say I multiplied by positive 11i, that is going to give us 11i squared. Divide by the multiplication of this. So 2 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 4. 2 multiplied by I is going to give us positive 2i. And then negative I multiplied by 2, that's going to give us negative 2i. And the negative I multiplied by I, that is going to give us negative I squared. Right, so we continue. Also, we look for the like terms on the numerator. So let's look at the like terms. We have 22i and we have negative 27i. So these are the like terms. So we're gonna rewrite the numerator. So the real number at the moment we have 54. In fact, it's negative 54. So what is 22 minus 27i? This is gonna give us negative 5i. Now let's look at the last term here. We have 11, but instead of writing I squared, we're gonna write negative 1. There we go. Divide by 4, and then we also have like terms here, which is going to be positive 2i and negative 2i. So they're going to cancel each other. They're going to give you 0. So what is it that you left with here? You're going to be left with negative I squared. But instead of writing I squared, we're just going to write negative 1. Right. So this is what we have here. Now let's create a little bit of space here, guys, so that we can able to write this. So if you continue here, what we have here, we're gonna have negative 54, and then this 11, as you can see, is multiplied by negative 1. It's gonna become negative 11. So this becomes the like term, negative 54 and negative 11. So when you add them together, they're gonna give you negative 65. Right. And then as for our imaginary number, this is going to be negative 5i. And then this is divided by, let's look at our denominator. We have 4 minus 1. This is going to give us 5. So if we continue here, let me just create another space, guys. Let me just create another space. We can say that negative 65 divided by 5 minus 5i divided by 5. So our final answer here is gonna give us negative 13 minus negative I. So guys, this was not that difficult, to be honest with you. It needed you to pay attention to the basics, things like imaginary numbers and the imaginary number squared. Just in case you didn't understand what is imaginary number squared, you need to go to the playlist and check the video there. And also, guys, it needed you to know how to divide complex numbers in rectangular form and multiply them as well. So guys, if this video helped you to understand, do not forget to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If it so happen that you didn't understand, you can start at the point where you didn't understand and rewatch the video, or you can leave a comment on the comment section. Guys, I really appreciate you watching the videos. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time, cheers.